Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Madden and to the channel. Madden NFL 21, preseason week 1 of our NFL career with Tata Sinner, the wide receiver. We are going to...
Deep. This rookie class is very deep, and perhaps no one is more hyped from this class than Tommy Matthews, old partner in crime, who was just selected in the top 10. My level of excitement for the start of the season is perhaps only rivaled by my excitement to see just what that kid's capable of doing on an NFL field. There hasn't been this kind of hype and intrigue since Tesla's Cybertruck release. So the big question I have for this year is, will this rookie sensation succumb to the hype, or will he rise to the top? Guess we'll find out soon enough after the Week 1 games get underway.
Being such a high draft pick comes at a cost. Mainly, everyone expecting you to resurrect the franchise. What helped you adjust to NFL life?
I must have carried my playbook with me everywhere. If I ever wanted to prove myself as a leader on this team, I had to know everyone's responsibilities.
All right, get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week. Get up! 180!
What? Why did I run?
Get up! 180!
Why am I running?
Get up! 180! Stop!
Why is he running? Why am I not the quarterback?
Get up! 180! Get up! Get up! 180! Get up! Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
What confuses me is he had people open. Every time he ran, he had a guy open. I'm so confused as to why he ran.
It is not easy being a rookie. The excitement, the pressure, the fanfare, the interviews, the draft process. Plus, there's a lot of players banking on you to make them successful too.
They have a lot of glitches to fix, apparently.
It was still early days, but my teammates and I were getting to know each other. Building the bonds that would keep us strong and competitive throughout the upcoming season.
With the regular teams around the league are anxious to find out if they nailed their draft picks.
It was a press conference before our first game of my rookie season. But the reporters didn't waste any time filling me in on what the world was saying. I was glad they asked, because it helped me hone in on my ultimate goal. I was going to work as hard as I could to make sure the team and I were holding up that Lombardi trophy at the next Super Bowl.
I hope it lets me be the quarterback. I don't want to play as my guy. I want to be the quarterback and throw it to my guy. If that's not how it's going to be, then I'm going to have to restart.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City.
No more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Danny Amendola on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guy at the 23-yard line. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009. Carry now. This is Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt.
One-yard line, wow.
The Bears getting the football here offensively, and the man in charge at QB. It is 4th year now from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky. Now Trubisky on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, partner, you know, thinking of rookie wide receivers like him, there have been some recently that have come into the NFL and made a splash immediately in the last handful of years. We've seen OBJ, Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, all top 1,000 yards in their first seasons. Do you think this kid has what it takes to follow in their footsteps?
I think he certainly does, talent-wise, no question about it. The high expectation being drafted in the 1st round, well, they'll weigh heavily on him. But here's the deal. It's not as easy.
Pressure too strong. Down he goes. Deshaun Hayes.
I wasn't paying attention.
Showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone.
This quarterback sucks.
There's good coverage there to force the incompletion. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Stafford. And find Galladay, that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And here, he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Into the end zone, touchdown Detroit. From 21 yards away. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
He's fast.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Big boy.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Bosher now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. He can't get him down. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A big play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Oh, that works.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's Amendola now, jet sweep. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
I knew that was coming. Hello, Rubik's Cubes. How you doing?
On first down at Stafford. A slant to Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. Operating from the gun. Stafford firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Oh, they ended
Through
the quarter.
one quarter, 14-7 our score.
How's your day going, Rubik's?
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Stafford now to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bilal Nichols.
You can hear me, right?
He's the
I hope
one
you
that
can hear
got
me.
home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. A nice catch there. And Charles, you know, this rookie, he has been outspoken that he wants this team to make the playoffs. He wants that so far above any individual. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
I'm sorry I'm not talking
and
much. My fiance is
is a
asleep.
Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally
I almost
the
got
team.
another
We'll
penalty.
see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. That catch good for only a couple.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4",
07,
6'5", and up.
Arctic Lord.
A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
What's up, Dragons Reigns?
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down
Arctic
conversion.
Lord, thanks for the
First
100
catch
bits.
for the Bears' leading receiver from a year ago. It's a Chicago first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50
Thank you much,
ball,
Arctic Lord, for the 100 bits there.
Down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Started 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Never really stream when you're awake. I'm sorry about that.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And it is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
I think it was.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic.
I could explain it, but it's going to take a while.
We've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. Here's Amendola now. Jet sweep. to Sean Gibson there on the tackle. Defensively,
Don't bother.
they had that
Okay.
one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
We lost Whitty, and we just haven't. We just taken a break.
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
I'll talk to Dragons and see what we can do about next
prepping
week.
For their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Looking to throw Trubisky on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this. And now the football. The ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the
I
ball,
was down.
You know
I
there's
was
gonna be
down.
some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And we remind you, lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the return to football.
I want to challenge that play.
.2020 coming up later tonight.
I was
It's the
down.
national
You saw that,
debut of
right?
SoFi Stadium
Yeah,
in
booth
Southern
review.
California. The Cowboys
Booth
and the
review
Rams
that.
doing battle there. And in 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football, the Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium, and the
Sorry,
Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
They're trying to cheat me out of almost a touchdown. Yeah, my ball.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen, because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown, and the Bears will add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it
The
necessary.
Arctic
His
Queen
receiver won
500,
that
thank you
route
for the
early,
follow.
presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point.
I was confused by what just happened for a minute.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
The Arctic Queen 500 just followed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an
Not an
opportunity.
imposter, it's your girlfriend.
You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing again on second down. Stafford, open man is Galladay, complete.
Girlfriend, boyfriend.
The first of their timeouts. As
whatever you want to have,
it's
what it is.
A minute to go in this first half. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully.
Let me figure out who it is first.
A penalty as a result of that hit there.
No, just accept it, bro.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
What the?
After the sack.
What the?
Stafford, the intended target, TJ. But now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd
or something?
down. From the gun, Stafford. Now he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
There's 17 of us? Oh, my God.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And all deep in his own territory, coughs up the football. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play,
was down.
Wow.
Yes, welcome to the stream. We are very, very glad to have you.
The offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
I should probably run the ball.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities.
They want to be your girlfriend. Or boyfriend.
To the right place.
Or Apache
Guys
attack chopper friend.
After the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive.
They might identify as an Apache attack chopper and want to be your Apache attack chopper friend.
3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago.
You don't need to know what it means. Just know that they love you.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. You might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find
don't worry about it. Just know they love you.
And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
You're worried. No, don't worry. They love you. They're not creeping out of your house right now.
They'll get this one to Galladay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They don't see those lovely new drapes you just put up.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going.
They're not watching you pick your nose through your window.
To abandon that plan and start chucking it all.
Ah, what did I do?
About that, the defensive front, they got Chase pin their ears.
I keep hitting my start key.
Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. From the gun, Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle. T.J. Hockenson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Should I tell you that they're live streaming what you're doing right now to a hidden channel that you can't see? And they're just talking about how adorable you are. It's really weird.
Next drive, the Bears offense. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads would be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kareem Martin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Yeah, why?
So from the 39 now, they'll
Sounds
come
safer.
up on a 1st and 10.
I doubt it is.
Now Trubisky. There's that pass, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing
find
that.
you.
That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has
They
gone
will
right
find
for them
you.
and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive.
Offensive line, stop letting him get hit.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Bears continue to pour it on. I don't even know what to say anymore. I mean, I've lost track of how many times he's been in the end zone. This is just flat unbelievable.
Doesn't matter whether you have an abacus, a calculator, just old-fashioned pencil and paper trying to total it up. The number is staggering. What a performance. This man knows how to find the end zone and make it count.
Whew.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Did my phone just go off?
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
No, babe, that was your phone.
Getting set to go now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really
Your
anything to
phone
cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Because she loves you.
2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson.
Move my mouse? My mouse is part of the game. Maybe she's not anymore. Maybe she just likes you.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go down.
I won't say.
That will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
I want to run the... Why? There's 10 minutes.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to go up top again. He's got it at the 15.
More and more stupid.
Have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
Which one is what?
A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. And it's caught. And he is in. Touchdown.
At Madden
Chicago.
21.
from 13 yards out. And the Bears add on. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though.
I didn't know there was an NFL 25.
Right
Good evening, Commander Zupa.
Extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Trubisky going to try and run. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown,
how's everyone
Bears.
doing today? Everyone doing good?
A 9-yard touchdown there as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead
I
will swell
did
by
too.
one more.
I think it's YouTube channel.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And
hello, Arctic
he
Princess.
stopped
Welcome
right
to the
where he
channel.
would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact that a tough first half, he was
YouTube channel, all one word.
They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down.
I don't know why it's not working.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Thank you for the follow, Arctic Princess. Run, boy, run!
Touchdown, Chicago.
Oh, that was Commander Zupa with the resub.
71 yards.
Commander Zupa, thank you for the resub. That resub fueled my touchdown run.
Ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line,
I was doing a dance.
They protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
I don't know my notifications out. People don't do stuff with them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Jam.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Another shot now for this Lions offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher
I'm not even going to play.
Hands off the keyboard. Bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive.
Hands off gaming, man.
Down.
Look, Bond, no hands.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers.
Thank you.
So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Did she really?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw, Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on second down. Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, a lot of times you'll see running backs rotate in and out of the game, whether it's completed pass, a good run, it doesn't matter. Here, not only does he stay in, but they go right back to him, and he makes another nice play. Back-to-back catches.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting
Put
to
the
risk
back,
an injury.
Arctic Queen. Got a blitz.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Here's Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
This game is a long game. Holy crap.
Those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start by running the option to the right. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
1,
now it's Trubisky.
2.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That pickup goes
because I'm playing Chicago.
Flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. 4th down, trailing
I
in the
believe
4th
it's
quarter.
on
They
Pro.
felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
It might be on All-Pro.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. The linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot.
Yeah, you don't need to.
And the speed
just
really
enjoy the game.
on opening week.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Thank you for the follow, the Arctic Princess.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?
I swear it's on Pro. I know I changed it. It's got to be at least on Pro.
Moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau.
The regular season was off to a hot start, and I was full of confidence when I stepped up to that podium. If the press wanted a quote, I was going to give them one to remember.
How have you managed the noise? Ignore it. Demand accountability. Of course you hear it, but I don't have time to worry, so I push it to the blah 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 blah
I said
blah
my
blah
piece.
blah 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 blah.
Gave him a good quote to run with, too. And then I stepped away. But, despite my answer, I knew the games ahead would determine if the hype was real or just hot air.
What is she doing?
I remember that day. I mean, the game plan flowed through you, but everyone has someone they can lean on. Which teammate helped you the most?
The whole team respected his opinion. He was sort of the veteran voice of the team everyone looked up to. No matter how things went, I knew I could count on him.
This is the player card. Here you can, this is your development trait. Superstar and...
Yeah, I won. Let's check what difficulty this is on. It was on Pro. Okay, it was on Pro. We'll put it on All Pro for the next game, and we're gonna drop that to 5 minutes. So it's All Pro now. All Pro. It was the Arctic Princess. But what we're going to do is we're going to take a break for the day. We're going to call it a day for Madden. Thank you guys very much for watching. It's been a pleasure having you. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a lot of fun playing this game. I really enjoy Madden. Hope to see you guys next time. Peace out.